All right. You guys can hear me now, right? Sorry about that. All right. You should be able to hear me now. I did have myself on mute. All right. Let's see. All right, you can hear me now, right? Cool. You can hear me. You can see the slides. All right, cool. Sorry about that. I had put myself on mute and forgot. So yes, if you are here with us today, say hello. Let us know where you're from and also why you're here today. I am super, super stoked for today because mindset is really the thing that has driven my business to the success that it is at today. And I'm super excited to share it with you. Lots of people talk about mindset. It's kind of a buzzword that's going around in our industry right now. And, I want to, there's a reason for it, right? Because it does work. But what I really want to share with you guys is that it doesn't work on its own, just like strategies don't work on their own. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how you can integrate all of this so that you can start to reach the level of success that you desire. So who is here? Let's see. All right. Sapna's here. Rita, Christian, Najeda. Rita's from Louisiana. I remember that. You're here because you love mindset. Shayla Bowen, here because she's ready to stop planning and start doing, from South Carolina. Awesome. Beverly in San Diego. I'll be in San Diego mid-November, Beverly. We should definitely catch up. You want to carry forward the energy and movement I created during the Unleash the Leader Challenge. I love you and your content and the community. Amazing. Sapna from Kenya. She's here because, let's see, incredible things have started happening since the Unleash the Leader Challenge. Awesome. I love it. That challenge was insane. Dawn's from the UK. Really enjoyed yesterday. Need to know more about this money mindset. Nicole from Westchester, New York. Christian from South Jersey. That's my hood. Trish is back today. She's in Tampa. Najada's from Miami. She is here because you share great content and know the mindset is the key to succeed. Hi, Samuel. Yes, Beverly, come and see me this time. Ebony's from Maryland. I want to grow as a business owner. Shayla, you missed a challenge. Oh, no. It was an amazing challenge. You can actually go back into the group, and if you just look up the challenge or you search the challenge, you can see all the days. We posted all the days right in the group. Merelda, hi from Chicago. Natasha's here. Farah is from, I don't know what MPLS is. I'm ready to focus and develop on rocking success mindset. Toyin from Athens, Georgia. Here because I'm ready to get some serious about my business. Trish wants inspiration to complete her Ladypreneur Biz training. Elena is back for day 2. She's from Cleveland. Elena's already in Get Paid, so we get to work together. All right, guys, we're going to get started. Thank you all again for being here. I know that you have, your time is very valuable, and this is definitely a treat to have you here and knowing that you believe this content is great. And so that's how you want to spend your time over the next hour. I totally, totally respect your time as always. So the training will go about 35 to 45 minutes. We're going to have plenty of time for Q&A. Make sure that you save your questions for the end, unless I specifically ask for questions. That way I can make sure that I don't miss any. Sometimes it's hard to navigate the slides and also answer questions at the same time, but I will be going back and forth. I like to keep it interactive. Make sure that you have a pen and paper handy. What you're going to be learning today is critical. It's crucial for the development of your business, for the success of your business. And, like I was saying yesterday, it's like, foundations first, strategies later, right? in order to really have something successful and sustainable and long lasting, you have to get that mindset right. Your foundations have to be in order, and then you can start implementing the tactics and things like that. And we'll be going over those tactics tomorrow in part 3 of the boot camp. But today is all about mindset for monetization. And my secret 7-figure mindset hacks is what it's all about today. So super, super stoked to be with you guys. And really what this is all about is being able to withstand the level of growth that you desire, plus also how to kind of move through the resistance, move through, the self-sabotage. And this is something that all of us, top thought leaders are doing. It's our daily things. It's just the way that we operate and the way that we work that allows us to go from making, 4 figures to 5 to 6 to 7. And I'm going to get into my story about that. Actually, my personal story on how I went from, having a glass ceiling to having no limits at all to my income. And it's really, really amazing. And I am excited to share it with you guys today. So just going to do a quick introduction. If you want to read more about me, you can always go to my website. Don't want to take up too much of your time with that, but why me, right? Why listen to me when it comes to mindset or leadership or influence or strategy? Well, I've built a 7-figure business from literally zero in less than 3 years as an introverted single mom. So, a lot of times we use these as excuses. I know I use it as an excuse. I'm introverted, I'm shy, I can't put myself out there, I'm a single mom, I don't have money. I made every excuse in the book, and I'm not afraid to say that now because I was able to overcome that and be really successful, which is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. I have been featured in Forbes, Inc., Success, Entrepreneur on Fire, Entrepreneur.com, and pretty much all of the major media outlets there is. And what I've shared in these publications was really my story, the story about how I was able to start and grow a business to the success that it is in such a short period of time. I've also helped thousands of people start and grow a business online through my programs, my courses, my one-on-one, and my membership site. Yes, it is thousands of women. I'm super, super humbled and grateful that I am able to make such an impact. And I want to do the same thing with you guys today. So let's do a little check-in and just make sure that you guys are in the right place. So if you are in the right place if you are a service-based online entrepreneur, meaning you get your clients online, you promote your services online, and you want to know how to really maximize that so that you can create the success that you want. Whether you're a coach, consultant, healer, teacher, designer, really doesn't matter. If you have a business online and you get your clients online, you're in the right place. Also, if you operate with total integrity in your business, as you know from taking the Unleash the Leader Challenge or reading the Unleash the Leader book, I support those who operate with total integrity because there's just frankly a lot of people out there who do not. So if you are operating with total integrity in your business and your life, you're in the right place. You're also in the right place if you want to develop an unstoppable mindset for maximum success. Like I mentioned earlier, this is my secret sauce. This is really what has taken me from 0 to 7 figures. It's this mindset. Yes, the strategies are important. Yes, the tactics are important, and we will go over those, but this is the foundational mindset work that needs to happen in order to achieve those goals without burning out or without losing it all. And if you're ready to take your life and your business to the next level, you are in the right place today. All right, let's see. What do you want? Why are you here today? A lot of you told me that you are here today for mindset, which is amazing. But I also want to serve those who want to become known as the go-to expert in your industry or niche. This is kind of my wheelhouse. Many of you know me as a visibility coach, as someone who is just out there all over the place. And it's super important because saturation. There's so much saturation in our market, in the coaching industry, really anything, fitness, real estate, like anything. It's so saturated. So you have to stand out. Really, that's the competition right now. It's about standing out and becoming that go-to expert in your field. if you want to create a steady flow of clients and leads into your online business so that you can release the feast and famine, release the struggle to get clients, then you're in the right place. And if you want to have a business that not only feels good, but also provides you with the lifestyle you desire, you are in the right place today, and yesterday and tomorrow. So let's get started with what we are covering today. We are covering the foundations needed to create a lasting and sustainable business, as well as an unstoppable mindset. And I'm going to be giving you my personal tips, my personal things that I do on a daily basis that have taken me from zero to where I am today. We're also going to be covering what most marketers don't tell you about growing a profitable business online. There are lots of online marketers out there that are selling funnels and challenges and emails and ads and all of the tactics and all the strategies, but what they forget to tell you is mindset. Mindset is where it's at. We're also going to be covering how to avoid inconsistency, burnout, and that dreaded feast or famine in your business, as well as a new way to crush the competition and stand out as the leader that you are. So let's start here. Mindset is everything. Oops, I just totally flipped the thing over. Do you guys see that? Let's see, how can I fix it? Let's see. Oops, can you guys see that? Am I upside down? I think I might have to refresh it here. And that was kind of silly of me. Yep, that's me, that's me, that's amazing. Are my slides upside down, guys? Before I move on, let's try to fix this. All right, let's see. Let's get out of there. Try to fix it up. Here, just sideways, right? That was a little trick. It was a trick that I have no idea how I did, but let's see if we can fix it. All right. All right, it is not fixing itself. So just give me 1 second to reload it up here. All right, I think we got it. We got it back. All right, let me share this with you guys. All right, we are back. That was silly. All right, back to here. Mindset is everything, and it really is. I mean, I wouldn't say 100%, but I would say 85 to 90% of the success in your business is mindset, right? To make sure we are paying attention. Exactly. Yeah, I really don't know what happened, but that was kind of funny. So mindset is everything. I want to know from you guys, like, what do you believe that? How many of you are practicing mindset right now? And how many of you are strictly focused on strategy? I actually notice a lot that the people, when people come to me and they're struggling, or they, or things are not going so well for them, or they're reaching a plateau, or they're just not, where they want to be, it is 99% because of mindset. Natalie's a manifesting coach and healer. It's 90% mindset. Absolutely. Kelly says I'm a mindset coach, so I better believe it. You better. Oh, Elena, this is perfect. I know it, but I haven't been practicing it regularly. That is what I've noticed happens, right? It's just, like anything in life. We think we know what we have to do, but we just don't do it, right? Beverly says mindset is everything. Allowing ourselves to receive abundance. I do mindset every day. Awesome. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. When I stopped worrying about money, I started attracting more money. Absolutely. Amazing. Good. So I'm glad we are all on the same page here today, because this is really what it's all about. So I want to actually share with you just some of my mindset tricks and mindset hacks that I use, because I also feel like when you're first starting out with this, it's not easy, right? It's not easy to do it daily. It's not easy to develop a practice. It's not easy to undo everything that we essentially know from, growing up, from, what our parents taught us, and the beliefs that are ingrained in us from when we were a baby. And it really does take practice. And that's why when Elena said, I know I have to do it, but I'm not doing it regularly, it is absolutely something that you have to do all the time. And it's something that I even notice if I don't do it for 2 days or 3 days, like things start going wrong. I'm like, what the heck is going on? But the great part about that is that the opposite is true as well. When you really start honing in on the mindset and the things that you have to do, things change so quickly. Things change so rapidly. Like, it's just so amazing how this happens. So one of my theories, and one of the things that I talk about all the time, is what I call catch and switch. So like I said, we've been doing the same things, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, depending on how old you are. So it's easy to kind of always fall back into the negative thinking or the sabotaging, or, just thinking about money, or, whatever that is. And it's okay. I think it's okay to feel those feelings or experience those things, as long as you can create awareness around it and switch your mindset. So if you go into something and you start, getting a negative vibe, you start going down this rabbit hole, you start going on a downward spiral, stop yourself. Be fully aware, and then switch that mindset. Switch it to, what's the positive in this? What lesson am I learning? What am I really supposed to get out of this? And if you can just create this like unstoppable awareness for what you're actually doing, and then switch your thoughts, this mindset practice or this mindset stuff is going to be a lot easier for you. So that's one of the things that I do. Don't beat yourself up because you have a bad thought. Don't beat yourself up because you have a down day, but don't stay there. Understand where it's coming from and switch it so that it actually is feeling really good for you. I also want to talk about the daily practice, because this is something that is critical. So many times I ask my clients, are you doing your daily mindset work? Are you doing your daily practice? And they'll tell me, yeah, I'm doing it, but not daily. Or I'm doing it, but not regularly. So it is daily for a reason. You need to reprogram all of the things that you've learned so far about money, about your worth, about your confidence, about how other people see you. So it's got to be something that you do day in and day out. Some of my daily practices include journaling. And I feel like your daily practice can be whatever you want it to be. Whatever feels good for you, whatever shifts your minds, whatever shifts your mood, that's what you need to do. For me, it's journaling. I actually write out my ideal life. And this is every area of my life, not just business, not just finances, but relationships, health, my wellness, my spirituality, how I am with my son, my future. And I'll actually write out my entire life the way that I want it every single day. And it is so powerful, because now it's just something that's going to happen. I know that it's already going to happen. I wrote it. I literally wrote my story, and now I'm stepping into it. So the daily practice is something that is important. And if you're just starting and you're not really sure what to do, I always recommend to do gratitude. I think gratitude is one of the easiest things to get started on your mindset journey, because it's something that's reflective. It's something that you can kind of go through your day, or go through your life, or go through the things that are going on for you, and take a look and see, hey, what's amazing about my life? What is great about my life? And you can just write it down, or notice it and be aware of it. So if you're just starting with your mindset practice, gratitude is an amazing, amazing way to do that. One of my little tricks when it comes to gratitude is not just expressing gratitude for the things that you do have. You know, maybe you're expressing gratitude for a client or your car, your home, or your family. You know, what I like to do is actually incorporate gratitude for the future. So things that I want, you know, or things that I am grateful for that I just don't have yet, because your mind doesn't know. Your mind is going to be just thinking, wow, you already have these things. So let's say, for example, you want more clients or you want a 10K months. You can actually let the universe know, hey, I'm so happy and grateful that I've had a 10K months and all my clients paid in full. Talk about it as if it's already there. Talk about it as if it's already done. Daily practice is so, so important. Next, with the mindset is really clarity on what you want. Another thing I see a lot of people doing is just not being really clear on the outcomes they desire, or not being really clear on their goals. And we're going to get into goal setting in a bit. You have to have clarity around what you desire and what you want, because if you don't, then how are you ever going to know if you've actually achieved it? If you don't, how do you actually know what you're striving towards? So clarity is super important when it comes to mindset, being super, super clear on what you want, how you want it to happen, how you want to feel. Amazing, amazing things will happen when you can get clear on what you desire. So I have a question for you guys. I want to know how you sabotage. There's so many different ways that we sabotage ourselves. You know, we might do things that we know we're not supposed to do. I know for me, I sabotage my, you know, my weight loss by eating donuts. Kelly says consistency is key. Tammy, I write it out and read it once a day. Kelly says food. That's how you sabotage yourself. Yeah. So what else? What are some of the common sabotages that you guys do? And here's the thing, like, we all know we do it, right? What are those things that we're doing? Negative thoughts, negative self-talk, perfectionism. I love that you brought that up, Shayla, because a lot of people would not think that that's a sabotage, but it absolutely is a sabotage. You don't think you deserve it. My hubby sabotages my weight loss with ice cream. Procrastination, another great one. And these are things that, like, it's just like, whatever, I'm just going to do it later, or it's not done yet. We don't think that it's really hurting us, you know, waiting for it to be perfect, negative self-talk, what other people will think, selling myself short, food here too, not following up. That's a great one. That's a great one. Not great as in good, but, you know, great awareness on that. Kristen says Facebook. Absolutely. Lots of people sabotage with Facebook. Wow, I love the awareness that you guys have, because the awareness, once you have that, you're able to actually change it and switching. Spending too much time on Facebook, not doing the work I'm supposed to be doing, procrastination, doubt, waiting for it to be perfect, not feeling like good enough, scatterbrain, big time OCD. Awesome. You guys are awesome, awesome. Starting and not finishing. Absolutely. Yeah, and there's so many different ways to sabotage ourselves, but like I said, awareness is the first step. So if you know that you're doing it, then you can make the right moves to stop it. So the next thing I want to talk about when it comes to mindset for monetization is your big picture vision. This is so crucial. We talked a little bit about this yesterday, but I really want to dive into what is going to keep you on track. What is going to keep you waking up every morning? What is going to keep you opening up that computer or reaching out or making that Facebook post? Because when you don't have a purpose, when you don't have a reason to actually do it, you will continue to procrastinate. You will continue to let these things sabotage you. So it's super important for you to get clear on what your big picture vision is. And we talked about this in the challenge. For those of you who took the challenge, doing this is really about saying, you know what, this is not about me. This is about the people that I need to serve. This is not about my ego. This is not about what are people going to think of me. This is about the fact that I have a burning desire to change people's lives and do things differently and create a movement. And that is what drives me. So having this big picture vision is super, super important. Having a purpose to what you do. I talk about this all the time. There's lots of people who come into this online space who don't have that purpose. Their purpose is, I'm going to just sit on the beach and make money because it seems easy, or I am going to just pay my mortgage. That is not purpose. You have to understand what your purpose is and what you're really put here to do. Once you have those things in place, it's going to be that much easier for you to continue and to not let these things stop you and to not sabotage yourself. I used to do all of that stuff as well, the procrastination, the perfection. Not anymore. I just put it out there. I put it out there because I have a bigger vision to help thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of women change their lives by creating a business and creating a profitable business. That is my big picture vision. And that is what drives me to do things even when I don't feel like it, even when I don't feel like doing a live stream, or even when I don't feel like doing a webinar. Having that big vision is what pushes me forward. Along with this is having a strategic plan, having something that you can actually implement, right? Because it's not enough to just have a general overview of what we want, but we actually have to have a strategy to get there. We actually have to know what to do to make that big picture happen for us. So I wonder, and I'm about to tell you a story, but I want to know from you guys, are you setting limits on yourself? Are you creating any kind of invisible ceiling on your income, whether consciously or unconsciously? There's something so much bigger than me. Absolutely, Lisa. It really is about letting go of the ego. It's really what I had to do in order to move forward and to make big moves. So who is setting limits on themselves? Who has an invisible ceiling on their income? While I'm waiting for you guys to answer that, I'll tell you my story. So my story is, when I first started my business, I really had no concept of like people making lots of money, 6 figures, 7 figures. I was just new to the online space. So I didn't really know, in my previous life, as I call it, when I was working in corporate, when I had jobs, I, had a comfortable salary of $35,000, $40,000. I mean, it actually wasn't enough, but it was comfortable for a single person, and I actually thought that that was good. I thought that most people made around $40,000 a year. I thought that people who made $60,000 a year were rich. If they had a 2-person income, there was a 6-figure household, right? And I thought that that was actually good. And the funny thing is that my dad was an entrepreneur, and he had millions. I never knew it. Never knew. My dad was like the millionaire next door. So I was never really taught about, money in that way, so $35,000, $40,000 was what I thought was normal. So it was actually no surprise that my first year that I made money in my business, I made $35,000. And it's just crazy how we have this like invisible thing that is stopping us and we're not even aware of it. And it's just like, oh, that's what I think I should earn. That's what I think that I'm worth. That is what I think my value is. And so in that first year, I made the $35,000 because that was the cap. After that year, I did start doing some more work on my mindset, which is why I'm so passionate about this right now. I started working on my mindset, my worth, my value, and breaking those invisible ceilings, and also be aware that I even had those limits, right? And once I did that, I was able to increase my income by 1,400%. That is insane, guys. I went from year 1 making $35,000 to year 2 making $500,000. It's crazy what we can do, but it's also so powerful how we can break them once we are aware of it. Sapna says, limits are set by society. I'm only supposed to have enough and not more than that. Exactly, Sapna. And I think it has to do with playing small too, right? Like you can't want everything or you can't have it all, right? It really is crazy how we put these caps, right, on ourselves. Rita says, so true. I'm making about what I was making in the corporate world. Yeah. So how do you break that, right? How do you change that? How do you shift that? Kelly says, I love that story. Want to go to 500K fast. You could totally do it. You can totally do it, Kelly. Awesome. You guys are amazing. I love how interactive you are. No, if I want it all, I'm being selfish. Absolutely. That is something that you need to break. Absolutely. All right, so next we're talking about belief, because belief is really where it all started for me. This is how I was able to break that income ceiling, that invisible ceiling that I had on myself. First is the belief in yourself, right? You have to have an incredible belief in yourself to dominate this online space, to be an entrepreneur in general, because so many people are not going to believe in you. You know, people that don't understand what we do in our industry are going to be asking you if you're crazy. They're going to look at you like you have 14 heads when you tell them you're doing a webinar. They're going to tell you, why don't you just go get a job? So first thing is you have to have this belief in yourself, because if you don't have that belief in yourself, no one else will. I guarantee it. So first is that belief in yourself that you can actually do this, that you're actually worth it, that you can charge the things that you want to charge. All really important things to understand and know in order to break that and have this like unstoppable mindset, right? Next thing is the belief in your skills. I talked a little bit about this yesterday when I talked about confidence, but you've got to be good at what you do. You've got to have something of value that you can give to people. And that also ties into operating with integrity. So having those beliefs in your skills, whether you're a coach, whether you're in fitness, whether you're a teacher, doesn't matter. You have to be good at what you do. You have to be the best at what you do. So if you don't have belief in your skills yet, then my suggestion is take courses, take classes, hire a mentor, get training, attend events. You can always up that, you know, you can always maximize what you have so that you can get better in your skills. That's something that you can totally do and totally do easily. Next is the belief in your product, the actual thing that you're selling, right? So like I said yesterday, selling is only sleazy when you don't believe in your product. When you have a belief in your product and you know your product is going to change someone's life, change someone's relationship, change someone's career, change someone's business, make someone money, make someone happy, you have the right to charge for that. But you have to believe in the product, you have to believe that it's good, and you have to do your very best. And alongside of this belief as well is this building of self-confidence and trust, which that comes with action. You know, like I said, you're going to have those people who don't believe in you. You're going to have the people that tell you go get a job. You're going to have the people that think you're insane. So having this self-confidence is so, so important, but also trusting that you are on the right path and that you are doing the things that you're supposed to do and that you are here for the right reason. So I want to just talk quickly about one of my clients, Kate, who was able to double and then triple her monthly income by really honing in on this self-confidence, right? So she had a little bit of confidence when she started her business, had good self-esteem, but she still felt a little shy when it came to selling. She knew that she could change people's lives, but she would hold back because she didn't want to sound cocky. How many of you feel like that? Or you don't want to act like this sleazy salesperson. You know, I actually just heard somebody say that earlier today. But Kate was able to learn how to sell herself confidently and also still with integrity with who she was by working with me in this program. And she doubled her income in 4 months and then tripled it, or I'm sorry, doubled her income in the first month and then tripled it by the second month. She rocked it. Same thing with Kaylin. Kaylin came wanting to launch her first group program. She had such integrity and she had such belief in her program that the very first program that she launched, she made over $9,000 with. I actually just saw her post something in my group today. She just launched another program, and I believe she's at, you know, almost $40,000 for her launch so far. And this really is about believing in who you are, having that self-confidence, and also believing in the product and believing that you can change people's lives. All right, so I want to give you some tips on how you can actually shift your mindset now. So if you know that you struggle with mindset, if you know that you are, you know, catching certain things and you've got a little negativity, some things that you can do is awareness. I'll talk about awareness a lot because it is crucial. It's something that you absolutely need in order to be able to shift or in order to be able to change. If you are in denial that you need mindset, or if you're in denial that things need to change, you're never going to change it. So just having that awareness around negativity. So are there negative people in your life? Do you do the negative self-talk? Do you just think negative thoughts? Maybe when you see other people's posts or when certain things happen, having awareness around it will allow you to shift it quickly. Next, you want to watch any limiting thoughts or beliefs. So, like I mentioned earlier, someone said in one of my group calls earlier today, I don't want to sound like the sleazy salesperson. That is a horrible, horrible limiting belief, right? Because if you think that way, then that's what you're going to attract. So watch those thoughts, watch those beliefs that you have about people who sell, watch those beliefs about people who make money, watch those beliefs about people who seemingly have it all, and have that awareness so that you can shift it. Next is to acknowledge any stories that you have and rewrite them. So, much like my story of, $40,000 is great income. That was my story. I had to rewrite it in order to be able to shift my income from the 35 to the 500. So any stories that you have, anything that's lingering, anything that's you're holding on to, rewrite the story how you want it to be. And the next thing is really to surround yourself with high vibe people. Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. Surround yourself with people who have incredible mindset, who are happy, who are positive, who support you. This is super, super important. I'm going to get into it again in a little bit. All right, how you guys doing before we move on? Yes, I've had someone feel uncomfortable with me selling, which made me feel uncomfortable that she was. And DT, that was her stuff, right? That's what you have to realize, when that happens, like people project, right? People project their stuff on you, right? Belief in the product when you want to change someone's life. Exactly. Most people don't believe that you can change their lives when you tell them, well, they're not the right people, Sapna. And I think also that has to do with, the mindset, right? And attracting the right people. All right, cool. You guys are awesome. All right, so let's go on to the next thing, which is goal setting. Another thing I see lots of people do is not setting goals or not having some kind of clear goal. And, different people have different theories about this, but I honestly believe that if you don't know what you're working towards, you're never going to hit it. You're never going to reach that thing. You're always going to be thinking that you haven't made any progress. So by goal setting allows you to see that you're making progress, to see that you're making the right moves, to see how far you can come, to see how far you can get. So a couple of different things that you want to do with in your business around goal setting, not just business and money goals, right? So obviously you probably have an income goal. Lots of people have an income goal. Maybe it's $5,000 a month. Maybe it's $10,000 a month. Maybe it's $100,000 a year. Being really clear on the money goals is great. And I think that's something that a lot of people can easily do. But being clear on your business goals is also equally, if not more important. How do you want your business to feel? How do you want to run your business? What kind of business model do you have? Do you want to have a big business? Do you want to have a small business? Do you want to have employees? Thinking about the business goal as a whole. Do you want to start with one-on-one coaching and then eventually just do speaking? Do you want to have a book? So both of these are equally important, not just your income goal, but your business goal as a whole. Along with this is a personal goal. Our business is us, right? So it's not enough to just have the business and money goals. Super important to set some personal goals as well. For me, one of my personal goals, and it may be a little vague or broad, but one of my personal goals is complete self-mastery. I want to have, the highest level in all areas of my life, not just income, because I know that just having the income is not going to make me happy. So I want to have the best relationship. I want to be in the best shape of my life. I want to have an amazing you know, connection with my family. I want to be a role model for my son. So having all of these together is super important because it's going to give you that bigger picture of why you're doing this in the first place. Also think about how you want to feel. How do you want to feel in your business? What kinds of things do you want to experience? For me, when I put the video back on and you guys can see me, you'll see right behind me is my quote unquote vision board, where I talk about ease. I talk about flow. I talk about reaching $1 million effortlessly, because I want to feel those things. I don't want to have an income goal and struggle. I don't want to have an income goal, reach it, and then feel like shit. So also think about how you want to feel and how you want to experience this business and experience the life. Next is really to just set aggressive goals, but have realistic timelines. So it is totally okay and amazing for you to want to make $100,000 this year. Or maybe not this year because we only have 2 more months left, but you know, wherever you are, whatever your income goal is, totally fine, but be realistic about the timeline. So if you're just starting, chances are you're not going to go from $0 to $50,000 a month in 3 months, you know? So set those aggressive goals. I absolutely love that. I love people who are ambitious and who have big goals, but make sure that you're being realistic with how much time it's actually going to take you to develop your platform, create your tribe, build the foundations of your business so that you can start making that money. All right, so I have a serious question for you guys. Who here did not hit their exact income goals in September? Who here maybe wanted 5,000 and felt short? Wanted 10,000 and fell short? A DT, I'll answer that question in a bit. Okay, lots of me's, right? And so one of my amazing mentors, Jesse's totally fell short. One of my amazing mentors has a theory that he talks about all of the time, which is so true. You know, we don't look at it this way, right? We're looking at it as like, oh, I wanted this, but I didn't reach my goal, right? I fell short. Beverly went beyond because Beverly's a rock star. Beverly was in one of my other programs. She kicks ass, right? But look at that. You know, out of the people that are on the line, you know, how many people actually reached it? Not many, right? And, you know, my mentor says that the most expensive thing in your business is the money you're not making. So if you want to make $10,000 a month and right now you're only making $5,000, for every month that passes, you're losing $5,000. So in 3 months, you've lost $15,000. We don't really look at it that way, but it's absolutely true. You're welcome, Beverly. So the most expensive thing in your business is the money you're not making. And you all have the potential to reach your goals. You all have the potential to get where you want to be. So let's talk about environment, because this is something that has changed my life, has changed my business, is having the right support, having people around me that were going to lift me up. So like I mentioned earlier, there's going to be those people who don't believe in you, and they could even possibly be your family. It could be your husband. It could be your mom. It could be your dad. It could be old friends. They're not going to support you, right? Or they're just don't understand enough to like be on board with you. So you've got to find those people who are there that want to support you. Other entrepreneurs, people who understand your market, people who have a similar vision, people who believe in your vision. It is so important to have those people and to connect with people who have already been there. So if you want to reach, you know, 5K a month or 10K a month, you probably shouldn't be hanging around people who haven't done it yet. You know, you need to seek out connection with people who are where you want to be. You need to seek out connection in some form with people who are making the 6 figures, who are making the 7 figures, who are reaching those things that you actually want, because they're going to kind of rub off on you, right? Whereas, you know, you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So you don't want to spend time with the people who aren't where you want to be. You want to connect with the people who have been there, who can share their stories, and who you can learn from. And along with that, mentorship. Mentorship has been huge in my business. I talk about it all the time, you know, and I've spent a lot of money, right? And it's not necessary to spend that much money, but it is necessary to get mentored by people who are where you want to be and who are the best. It is crucial. People who think that they can have a business or grow a business or make money without having some sort of mentor are crazy. That's my thought. They're crazy. You need that support. You need that mentorship. You need that guidance from people who have been there. And that just is going to lift your energy. That's going to lift your environment and also make you want to step up. I know every time I've invested in something, it has pushed me to step up and become the woman or the business person that I needed to become to get my investment back, to double my investment if I wanted to double it. But if I didn't actually pay and I didn't actually make that move, I wouldn't have tried as hard. I mean, think about it when you guys join, let's say you download something for free or join a free challenge. Not mine, of course, because you guys were amazing in my free challenge. But let's say somebody even gifts you something in a course, or maybe you paid $97 for a course. How likely are you to put all of your energy and effort into it? Probably not. I know for me, I don't. Like if I spend probably less than $500 on something, I don't make the initiative. You know, if you're gifted something, if something comes for you for free, you don't put as much energy into it as if you're actually putting that money out. I actually just had a conversation with, Lisa says, I don't like to lose. I actually just had a conversation the other day with my coach, and we talked about since we were talking about food here, we talked about my weight, and I said, why can't I commit to this? You know, why can't I commit to losing weight? Why can't I commit to working out? And, you know, he basically reflected on me the fact that in my business, I do so well. I'm willing to invest. I'm willing to not only, you know, have like an emotional and mental investment, but also a financial investment in my business. However, when I looked at what I wanted to achieve with my body, I wasn't making any kind of financial investment. I didn't have a trainer. I didn't have a nutritionist. I didn't have somebody that I was actually paying to get me to where I wanted to be. And it was really like a light bulb for me. And I just realized that, yes, we do have to have commitments on all levels, including financial. So that's why mentorship is so, so important. Rita says, that's how I was able to quit my job, spent $2K on a program, put everything into it. Exactly. And I think that's, you know, for me, I know every time I make an investment, I know I'm going to get my money back. And that's a personal responsibility, which you guys, if you're in my group, have heard me talk about that a lot. All right, so let's move on so I can get through this training. I love the interaction here with you guys today. Next is focus, right? We have to focus on the things that we need to do. So when you guys were talking about sabotages earlier, we talked about procrastination, perfection, Facebook, total sabotages. But in order to be really successful in your business, you have to know exactly what to do and when to do it, and have that focus to actually get it done. One of my favorite tricks is day blocking for productivity. Lots of people will say, hey, go into your calendar, make it all pretty with all these colors, and you know, from 10 to 11, you're going to be doing outreach calls. And from 11 to 12, you're going to be doing marketing. And from 12 to 1, you're going to be doing Facebook. And from 1 to 3, you're going to be doing client calls. And from 4 to 5, you're going to be doing marketing. That does not work. because you are going in and out of all these different modes. You're going from salesperson to marketer to coach, to back to salesperson, back to social media manager to writer. You are not going to get anything done. So if you feel like, wow, like I feel like I'm doing stuff all day long, but you're not getting anywhere, you're not producing, it's because of this. It's because you're going in and out of these modes. You're really not getting much done at all. So what I do and what I recommend for all of my clients to do is day blocking and say, you know what? Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my client days. Those are the days that I'm on the phone coaching or consulting. Mondays and Fridays are my days that I do my marketing and my copywriting. I am in full on mode when it comes to writing emails, writing newsletters, writing blogs. That is Mondays and Fridays, you know? So do this. If you can put your schedule in this way, you're going to find yourself a lot more productive and getting shit done. I get so much done because, not because there's not a lot to do or not because I'm really fast, but because the time that I have to do the stuff, I'm so focused that it just happens so fast. I'm not going in and out. So day blocking is one of my #1 tips for productivity. Focused on what matters most, right? Facebook, you can convince yourself that you need to be on Facebook in order to have a successful business. But really, is that what matters? Or is what matters creating content for your tribe, creating a new opt-in that you could maybe throw on a lead magnet, creating a guest post, which is, you know, one of the things we talked about yesterday, and I'll dive into deeper tomorrow. Focus on what matters most and what's going to get you the best results. I'd rather see you in your emailing every single person that you know, friends, family, past clients, people that you've had clarity calls with, than being on Facebook and making a Facebook post. So focus on what matters most. And last but not least, take action. Actually do the thing. Actually put yourself out there. Actually write that email. Actually set up that landing page. Taking action is key to being productive and also key to really figuring this stuff out so that you don't feel burnt out and inconsistent. So Lisa's on the line here, and I want to give her a shout out because she's an amazing client who went through my program and who is now a private client. And she was able, with her focus and by taking incredible action, she was able to book 5 one-on-one clients in a 7-week period, landing a paid writing gig, not just a writing gig, but a paid writing gig, and added 600 members to her group. And that was all in 7 weeks. She experienced monumental breakthroughs. Sure, a lot of you know who she is because she is all over. She is totally visible. She's been in my groups, and she's actually here with us today. Rana, for taking massive action and believing in herself, got 2 new clients in 7 weeks, and has also created a summit. So she was able to go out there and really figure out how to get noticed, how to put these things into place, how to take action. And she was starting from zero. She was a brand new coach. So to book 2 clients in 7 weeks, amazing. So I want to know, do you guys feel, or does anybody feel like you're doing all the air quotes right things, but you're still not getting the results you like? Yes or no? Do you feel like you are doing all the right things, but still not getting the results you'd like? Lisa says, woohoo, that's because I have the best coach. You're a very great student as well. So let's see. While I wait for you guys, I know this chat box has a little lag here. Do you feel like you're doing all the right things, but you're still not getting the results? I'll tell you why in a second. I'm not yet doing all the right things. I missed number 3 on the focus slide. Yes. Nicole says yes. Who else? This is one of the most common problems, right? You're either not doing the right things, right? Or you are doing the right things, quote unquote, right? But you're still not getting the results. And it's because this is a puzzle, right? And it's not just one thing or the other. And I've talked about that already. It's not just a strategy. It's not just the tactics. It's not just your funnel. It's not just your landing page. It also includes your leadership skills, who you are, and your mindset. And when you can put all of these pieces together, that's when it happens. That's when the success happens. That's when everything finally just, it's like, eureka. That's why. Sapna says, I guess I'm not doing all the right things if I'm not getting the results I'd like. Exactly. That was the answer, because that was a trick question, right? Because if you were doing all the right things, you would be getting the results that you'd like. Great one, Sapna. All right, so your key takeaways for today. Mindset is everything. Absolutely. And also working on your mindset is also everything. So it's not enough just to know that mindset is a big piece of this, but it is important for you to implement the mindset into everything that you do. Having a big picture vision is what will fuel your results. So if you haven't found that yet, if you don't know what your purpose is, I encourage you to dig deep, finding out what the heck that is so that you can go full force with this and not let those sabotages and the ego and the naysayers get to you. Belief in yourself is crucial, right? It is critical. And also belief in what you're selling. That is what's going to take you from feeling like a fraud or feeling like a sleazy salesperson to actually just changing the world and offering people things that you know can help them. And the last thing is to surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. Another really, really important thing, a lesson that it took me about 1.5 years into my business to learn. So I'm giving you that lesson for free right now, guys. Cutting down those timelines for you. Be around the people that are where you want to be. So why did you show up today? You guys answered me a little bit earlier, but now that we've gone through the presentation, I want to know, why did you show up? Was it because you wanted mindset work? Was it because you want to be consistent? What are the reasons that you showed up here today? And to spend this time here with us. You guys are awesome, by the way. DT wanted to learn mindset work. And like I said, this is definitely something that it's daily, right? Daily. Kristen, tired of her own shit. Dawn says, I know I need to move forward now and I need to change my mindset. Shayla says, day blocking is the best thing I've heard from anyone out there to help me solve my problem. My schedule feels so scattered trying to separate the hours of my day. Definitely starting a day block schedule tonight. Amazing. I'm glad that you were able to walk away with something amazing. Rita says, because I got so much out of your previous mindset training, I knew this would be great. Twyla says, I showed up today because yesterday I attended it and took 2 pages of notes. Awesome. You should send me those notes, Twyla. We can recap them and that would be awesome. Awesome, guys. Good. Well, I'm glad, right? So if you are ready to stop guessing at this whole entrepreneur thing and stop guessing, like, what are the right things? What are the wrong things? What am I doing? What should I not be doing? If you know that you're on the brink of something huge, which I know for a fact that you would not be here with me right now today, you wouldn't be attracted to me, you wouldn't be attracted to my trainings if you weren't, but you know something is missing. If you want to turn a profit in your business and then double, triple, or 10x it fast, like Lisa, like Kate, like Kaylin, who are all within 7 weeks making thousands of dollars, and you want a proven step-by-step plan that actually works from someone who has been there, right? So there is still so much that we haven't covered. And I can just go on for days and days, but I'm not going to do that for you right now. So some of the things we haven't covered really are how to actually get the attention of your clients, as well as the influencers you want to be around, those people that you want to connect with, how to make offers that attract buyers that have credit cards in their hands, that are running towards you saying, take my money. Mindset is just one little piece of the puzzle. It's actually a big piece of the puzzle, but there are other pieces. And also you have to know how to put those pieces together in a way that gets results. Yesterday I talked about the box top, so I'm not going to talk about it again, but it is definitely important to put all these things together in the right place. So I know that if you implement just one piece of what we talked about today, you will see immediate results. Shayla's already going to do the day blocking thing. Some of you are going to do your daily practice, which is amazing. But in Get Paid, we go so much deeper than I was able to go today. I mean, we're already at an hour and there's just so much more. So if what we talked about today resonates with you and you are ready to go deeper, I have a special invitation for you. So I want you first to just know that there is no quick fix scheme to building a business. However, there is a formula for developing an unstoppable mindset that builds a long-lasting, sustainable audience, income, and impact. And that is in my new program, Get Paid. It's an 8-week experience for powerhouse leaders like you to take you from overlooked to fully booked. What this program does is it pulls together marketing and strategy that works for your particular business and your personality. It allows you to be visible with integrity so that you never feel like you're pretending to be someone you're not. You can eliminate that fraud feelings that you might have. And it also shows you how to shift your mindset towards money and client attraction on a level that truly aligns with your desired income, whether that's 6 figures or 7 figures. So if you have reached a plateau in your business or have that set income point that we're talking about that you can't push past, if you are having trouble attracting the right clients, attracting the right opportunities to you, if you have that deep-rooted money story that you need to just get the heck out of here, and if you feel like you're blending in with a sea of other coaches, because let's be honest, there is lots of saturation in our industry. If you're feeling any of these things, then this program is right for you. So I just want to quickly go over what is in the program, and then I want to hop on to Q&A because some of you guys had some amazing, amazing questions. Let's see. All right, so what you get is 8 mind-blowing lessons. Yes, they're mind-blowing lessons. If you like my trainings, my free trainings, my webinars, just imagine what's inside the program. This is gonna give you a customized 7-figure approach to your business, whether you wanna make $1 million or you just wanna make 6 figures. We have 8 live Q&A calls with me that will show you how to actually implement the stuff that you're learning, along with weekly activities in the Facebook group so that you can actually do the work so that you can get results. And as a pay in full bonus, you'll also get 2 30-minute one-on-one sessions with me, which is pretty incredible considering I don't do one-on-ones anymore. I also want to talk about some amazing bonuses that you get as part of this program. This is, I can't even talk about how amazing this is. Like, these bonuses are not bonuses that you're going to find in any other program. I know that you guys have seen presentations and pitches for programs that you have the same people. You know, you have the same people that are offering the same bonuses over and over again. And what I wanted to do was offer you guys something that you will not find anywhere else. These are exclusive. The people that are contributing they're on my team. They're people that I have hired to help me create the 7-figure empire that I have. So bonus 1 and 2 are from my dear friend and copywriter, Adil Amarsi. Adil is someone who is working with the top coaches and consultants in our industry right now. He's responsible for over $300 million in sales from his copywriting work and his funnel work. And he has agreed to give us 2 live masterclasses. One is 7-figure copy, how to create leadership and cash flow through integrity-based persuasion, as well as story copy. So for those of you that want to understand how to incorporate your story, your past, your present, to sell more of your stuff, to sell more products and services, and to build powerful relationships with your audience like I do with you guys. Adol is amazing, and he is doing those 2 live masterclasses. Our third bonus is $1 million naming process with my right hand, Agnes Kowalski, who also happened to name the Little Black Business Book. She's amazing at this, and she's going to show you how to activate your creativity and manifest 7-figure names effortlessly. And then finally, we have a publicity masterclass, which will also be held live with Esther Kiss, who is my publicity person who got me on Entrepreneur on Fire, who got me gigs with tons of publications, and she's going to show you how to generate the right kind of publicity and media attention to give you credibility, leads, and sales. Dawn says she is looking forward to it, all signed up. Sapna says 300 million from copywriting. Yes, he's amazing. Sam says, love the bonuses. Rita is so excited. Time to get to the next level. Can't wait to get started. Awesome. So I just want to talk about a couple more people who have rocked the system, the exact system that you'll get in Get Paid. Kim Gibson, brand new coach, fitness coach, her and her husband. They got their first paying client and launched the membership site in 7 weeks. They're amazing. Kim says Jen is totally transparent and doesn't hold anything back on any of her tips and tricks, which you guys have seen that, right? You guys see that right now. I'm willing to give you everything, willing to give you the best stuff. Charisse had her best month ever just 2 weeks into the program. She made $7,000 in 1 week. And she says it was the best move I could have ever made for my business. So you have 3 options now. A lot of you on the line are already in the program, which is amazing. For those of you who don't, you have option number 1, where you can do nothing. This obviously is not going to work. You're going to run yourself into the ground and you're going to be back at square one. Option number 2 is trial and error. Lots of us do that, right? I have spent over 6 figures, probably close to $200,000 into my business and my education, which is why I want to give you the shortcut. You don't have to spend $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 when I can just hand you the system to do it for a lot less. And option number 3 is to invest in a proven system to get you better results faster. That would be my favorite. So I want you to think about this. Tonight, when you lay your head down and you're about to fall asleep, you're going to be thinking about all of the decisions that you made today and how those decisions are going to affect you and your business. And I want to know that when you lay your head down tonight, you're excited about the journey of your entrepreneurship. You're excited about the journey that you're about to go on with Get Paid and how you're finally going to become the go-to expert in your field and have a steady flow of clients and leads in your business so that you have the income that you desire. So again, I want to recap. Aggie is amazing. I want to recap Get Paid, what you're going to get. You here on the line today are getting a $500 discount for early bird. This expires on Saturday, so less than 48 hours to take advantage of this before the price goes up. You're going to get 8 interactive modules, 8 weekly challenges in the Facebook group to hold you accountable, to make sure that you're actually doing the things that you need to do in order to move your business forward, 8 live Q&A calls with me, your Facebook accountability group, Millionaire Mentor Vault, which is a bunch of interviews I have with some of the top people in our industry, like Selena Sue, John Lee Dumas, Kat Laturzo, who else? Ryan Lee, Todd Herman, tons of people. Bonus number 1 is your Story Copy 101. Bonus number 2, 7-Figure Copy Masterclass. Those are both with Adela Marcy. Bonus number 3 is your $1 Million Naming Process with Agnes. Bonus number 4 is a live publicity masterclass. And a pay in full bonus is actually 2 sessions with me, which I will not repeat that, period. So like I said, it is 48 hours for you to take advantage of this pricing. I also have a 6-part payment option that is just $259 a month to get your business where it wants to be, to reach that success that you desire. And this is a no-brainer, guys, if I may say so myself. This program is worth easily, $10,000. So now it's time for Q&A. Who has questions? Shayla says, is the challenge on the group page? It is. You're just going to have to search it. So any questions? You guys have questions about mindset? Do you guys have questions about the program? Do you guys have questions about influencer leadership, which is what we talked about yesterday? Bring it on. Give me your questions. I am open and I'll stay here as long as you guys have questions. And also the link is right below. It's right below the chat box where it says get paid. So that is easy for you guys to click on. All right, who has questions? No questions today. You guys are good with your mindset, I see. Rita has a day blocking question. Do you only do one activity for the entire day, or do you do more than one thing? I do more than one thing, but it's all in the same category. So, you know, when it comes to writing, I will, you know, write copy for my website. I'll write a newsletter, I'll write a blog, but I'm still in that writing and creation mode. For the days where I have my clients, same thing. It's just I'm on the phone. So if it's anything, any kind of appointment or any connection call, any client call, group calls, they're all held on the same day so that I am in that coach mode. Samuel says, I want to get started ASAP. What's my login? You'll get it, honey. Aditi says, what to do when you don't hit your goals multiple times and feel discouraged about setting goals? Cool. I do good, better, best goal setting. So like I was talking about earlier, aggressive goals, but having realistic timelines. So let's just say I have a goal to get, you know, 20 people into my group. What I'll do is I'll set a good, better, best at, you know, 15 good, 20 is better, 30 is best. So I'll set all three just so that, you know, you're going to reach one of them, right? I think also it's just about setting the right goals, you know, and not just listening to people or seeing what other people are doing and thinking that you can achieve the same thing based on where you're at. And we'll go over that in the program too. Lisa says, as always, great presentation. Gotta run. Talk to you soon, Lisa. Sam, you're funny. Yeah, so class starts officially on the 25th, and that is about 2 weeks from now. But we are already hopping over in the Facebook group for those of you who have joined. All righty. Any more questions? I am here. I got all night if you need it. Who else has questions before I go? All right, it doesn't look like we have any more questions. Let's see, Samuel says, what would you recommend when someone doesn't feel like they're making progress? I would recommend tracking, you know, tracking what you are actually doing. And this goes back to the goal setting, right? So if you're not actually, you know, doing your mindset work or doing your gratitude, you're not going to see how far you've come. So one of the things that I did in the beginning was I would have like sticky notes, and every time something happened that was some sort of progress, whether I connected with someone, whether someone reached out to me for a discovery call, whether I got like really great feedback on a Facebook post, I would write it down. I would write it down and I would keep it on my sticky note. And I actually had this bucket that I put all my sticky notes in. So I would just start celebrating even the small wins. This is a big mistake that I made in the beginning. I didn't celebrate at all. You know, I just was like, oh, I'm not making progress, or I haven't reached that goal, and all of that stuff, without realizing, wow, look how far I've come. Look what I've actually done. Look what I've achieved. So I would just start to document everything that you are achieving, even if you think it's super small. Connecting with certain people. I mean, maybe you wrote copy for your sales page. Maybe you did a live stream. Those are all little things that add up. So I would just start to document your progress. Aditi says, thank you for sharing your story and the mindset work you do. Shayla says, no question, just a statement of gratitude to you. Sapna says, taking action best achieved by breaking things down. I think it doesn't matter, Sapna, like just do it, right? You just got to do something, because the more we stay in our heads, the less we actually get done. The more we stay in our heads, the more doubt and fear that we're going to generate. So take some sort of action, whether it's, just putting a post up, writing a newsletter, whether it's reaching out to somebody, whether it's connecting with a past client. Take some sort of action. Get out of your head. Rita says, I love that celebration bucket. Exactly. Because if you don't document it, you are going to feel like, I haven't achieved anything. I haven't gotten there yet. Rita says, I love that. Ebony says, thank you. You're welcome. All right. Any more questions? I know these chat box comes through has a little lag here. So I'll wait to see if any more questions come through. Bernard says, I am writing down action steps and celebrating when they are done. Exactly. Sapna says, thank you so much for tonight. It's been awesome. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me. All right, I don't see any more questions, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. And I will talk to you soon. You'll be seeing me in the group. And also, don't forget about tomorrow. Tomorrow is part 3 of the Online Domination Bootcamp, and we're actually gonna be diving into some content strategies tomorrow. So we've covered the leadership and influence, we've covered the mindset. Now we're ready to dive into strategy. Remember these 3 pieces, these 3 crucial pieces that are needed in order to be really successful and create a sustainable business. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Ciao. I hope you got a lot out of this, and let me know. Post it in the group. Let everyone know how awesome it was, what tips you walked away with, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, Rita.